Today's car boot was highly successful. Picked up some really good things. I've not caught a lot of it on camera because I'm still filming with a smartphone and I'm on a walking stick, so trying to get around is quite difficult. And my back was really giving way. So this first store, there was some really good designer stuff. Picked up some brilliant bits that you'll see later.
Four games, £1, £2, £3, £4, £5 each I'm asking, so...
I always like to see retro games, but unfortunately these were just a little bit too expensive for me.
All that Pokemon stuff's a job lot for a
It was quite difficult to get to quite a lot of stores. As you can see, a lot of the stores were rammed. There was a lot of resellers out in force today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like a £5 for that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice soft leather.
Yes. How much is your super dry? 10 quid.
It's got like a laser. Oh yeah, yeah. You got to put about.
There was some really good Tamiya kits here, but
tenner.
my knowledge just wasn't strong enough to take a risk.
In prices, some of the big ones are tenner.
How much is that one underneath? It looks like a sock with pup. Yeah.
It's a Pfizer.
Oh, it's a Pfizer.
Yeah, it's the German one.
How much is that one, mate?
6 quid.
6 quid.
Oh, is it good?
You alright, Dave?
Yeah, had a good buy already.
I found nothing. You always do, don't you? What you got?
You look at this camera.
Oh dear, dear. Don't get me started on camera. I don't mind if it's you. It's that week. I told you what he did. You know the guy. You seen him, didn't you? With the cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
He took a lot, didn't he? No, I'm not having any cameras, mate.
So no joy with cameras this week, but I'm always glad if it's one of my friends that finds something. So we kind of help each other out. We have quite a good community. There's quite a lot of other resellers that all get on with each other, help each other out, look for different things. And it's just like a gentleman's agreement that we have.
Black powder. I'll have a look at that.
There's the camera reseller guy. This week we didn't really lock horns too much. To be honest, I took advice off another person who said try not to go for the low-hanging fruit. Mentioned that in my comments and it worked out quite well. I picked up some pretty decent things, no cameras, but I'm really happy with the pickups, as you're going to see later. On this video it's very limited as to what I'm picking up. I'm just filming little bits while I can.
Yeah, I got the same problem myself. I need to do one. That was an amazing computer, the Atari ST. I had the Amiga personally.
Yeah,
my cousin had
the cartridge.
So are these Pokemon cards legitimate? I don't know, they look a bit bigger than normal. Pokemon's a bit weird.
The lady wanted £1.50 a card, and to be honest, I don't know nothing about Pokemon cards.
Sure.
They didn't look genuine, to be honest.
Cool. How much do you have on that ZX Spectrum, mate? That's cool. It's nice, that is. Wow.
So this store was where I had my really good Lego pickup.
Some good gear
there was
here.
Tons of stuff here. I paid literally £5 for that whole box, which I'm going to talk about later. He wanted a tenner and I said it was too heavy to carry, and he goes, take it for £5 and I'll bag it.
Sign.
So my good partner Stacey, bless her, she carried it. Check this out, he only wanted £4 for that camcorder. Completes are only about 30 quid, but it was too heavy, I had to leave it behind. There were some really good bits on that store that were really cheap, but because of my back and my knee being out, it was quite a struggle, and I didn't get to go around the whole car boot. And Stacey, my partner, bless her, she was an angel. She helped me carry quite a lot of stuff. I could only carry a limited amount because of my health. Okay, so this is all the clothes, and there's some really decent bits. So I have to pay up for the Kenzo cap, as you can see here, but I like this myself. And I've got to give it a bit of a clean up. I paid £3.50 for it, and to be honest, it's worth about 30 quid. So I did really well with that. Same store, I bought this really interesting artwork jacket, and it's by Reason, but it's also by, I don't know if you can see this, but there's an artist there called John Michael Bascut. That's how you say it. And these jackets go for around about 60 quid. So I paid like £8 on that. That was a decent buy. This buy is probably the best buy though, because it's a Stone Island jacket. Yeah, I've never had a Stone Island jacket, and I've seen one of these sell for like 200 and something pounds. So this is the one I've got. It all checks out, it all appears to, it all looks authentic. Yeah, that's the word, authentic. I paid £5 for that. That is amazing. The only problem I've got is I've got a few little marks on it. I don't know if you can see, little scuffs. I don't know how I'll describe that. Might need your advice on that. But that is probably one of the best buys I've had. Oh yeah. So really happy with that. Paid £5 on that. I got a Fruit and Loom top. Just looked really cool. It was £2. I don't know anything about it. It's probably going to be worth about 10 to 15. I also got a super dry jacket with that bundle. Paid £5 for it. It's a really good XL jacket. I don't think you can see it properly. Just the way I've got my camera. But I think that's worth about 25 quid. So we got a Crash Bandicoot top for 50p. No, I think it was £1 actually. So these only go for about £8, I think, something like that. I'll look it up. Space Jam, that's pretty cool. It's a double stitch, so it's quite modern, unfortunately, and I don't know what the value of that is. I'm imagining it's about 8 to 10 quid again. Chicago Bulls, this was £1. Do not know the value at all of this top. It's by NBA, but for all I know, it could be one of those Primark ones. It does say it's an official product, so don't know the value of that. Paid £1. I paid about 2 quid for this Man United kids kit, and I'm very dubious with these. It says it's made in Cambodia, which is normally pretty good. Quality feels good. I think this will probably get me a tenner for the kit. They don't fetch much, the kids kits don't. I also picked up some Notts County teen tops. Now, these are pretty decent, and I expect to get about 10 each on them. I think, I don't know what size they are, but they're sort of like teens. So there's one, and there is two. There's the other one. And finally, what's this here? Undisputed Tour. It was £1, so I paid. Oh, was it £2? I think it was £1. Might have been £2. I paid £2 for it, I think, because it just looked cool. Do not know who the band is. I do not know the value, but we will look into that. And literally, I spent 52 quid, and the amount of stuff I got is insane. So I'll talk you through it the best I can. I've got a load of clothes too to go through after. So this is a Brum car, cost 50p. It's really decked and beat up. I don't know if I can sell it, but I think these do quite well, if I can sell it. So this is worth about 20 quid, and it's been driving me nuts because it won't shut up. It's Jurassic World, and I paid £1 for it, and it's worth about 20, maybe 15. So that was good. Yeah, we know. I keep getting these inks, and this one is actually in date. So, well, no, it's only just out of date. It's March 24, Paid £2, that's worth 20. That was with a bundle of action figures that I paid like £3 for. And that one is worthless. These ones here, I don't know what they are. I'm still trying to find out. When I do, I'll let you know. These are all part of the bundle. So I've got loads of these things. I don't know what they are. If you know, comment. That'll be great. I've also got loads of like, these look like they belong to McFarlane or whatever. They're just like background props and stuff. So that was all in that bundle. There's a G.I. Joe figure that's broken. That's quite modern though. So that Snake Eyes is worth about a tenner, something like that. Can't really price this one, but it's a Halo figure. This was with that bundle too. And I got a Prince of Persia figure that's worth about £15. I think there is another one somewhere. There's a few more knocking about. I know there is. Don't know where they are. I will find them. Anyway. Right. Moving on. So I've got this One Piece anime plate. Paid £1 for that. That's worth about £15. And I also bought this. My daughter may have it yet. It's Animal Crossing teddy bear for £2. Still got the original £10.99 tag on it. So that's going to be worth about £8. Maybe a tenner. This was cool. When I bought the dinosaur, I think I got this with it thrown in. So yeah, it was £2 I paid actually. This is a Beast Wars Transformer. And these generally go for about something like £50. Unfortunately, mine's missing parts, so that's just a crying shame. Got this robot from 1984. Don't know anything about it. It's broke, it's beat up, but it was 50p. So, and I got another Merryfort. Paid £1 for that. That's going to be worth about 15, I think. This one's interesting here, though. This was £1, and it's by Cosen. You want to look out for that brand. So Cosen, I paid £1 for this, and I've seen one listed for 100 that's very similar. It's got all its tags on. It's really it's really been well looked after. So that was a good find. That's got to keep happening. That sound. So I bought this here, paid £2. It was a bit of a whim. I think these go for about 15. So it's brand new and sealed, MP3 player. We'll see how that does. I paid £1 again for a Toonstruck, or is it Toon Squad? This is from Looney Tunes. So these do quite well, 15 to 20. I think I'll probably get about 15 on this one. And I've got to find out a bit more information on this. It's a snowman globe. They are selling on Amazon. It's not on eBay. They go for about £25 on there. So I paid £2 for this. Come Christmas time, that's a great thing to have. So what else have I got? We got a Trackmaster train, 50p paid. You don't go wrong with these. They're always worth picking up. And then I paid £1 for a big bundle of VHSs. Big bundle here. If I can get them. So let's go through them one at a time. So we got Pinky and Perky. That's in a really cool case. I've seen 2 of these at today's car boot, so it can't be that rare. This VHS, which is called Lodos War. I don't know anything about that. It looks like quite an old one. See if we've got a date on it. No, we've got no date. But I reckon that's from the 90s. So we've got Voltron. I do remember these. So that was a pretty old cartoon. That was in the bundle. All of these for £1. It's crazy, isn't it? And then we've got loads of Power Rangers. So we've got VHSs called Curse of the Wolf. We've got Lightning Strikers. And we've got Digimon. And these are all in like really cool, like sort of cases you would have got from the Blockbusters. So we've got Mystic Knights too, whatever that is. If you can see it. And that looks pretty good. I think it's just a film, to be honest. Yeah, I think that might be pre-cert too. There's no certification on it. Oh, it's because it's kids. Yeah. Then I picked up this Matchbox Linkits kit. I don't know why I picked that up. It's going to be a nuisance, and it's big and it's bulky, but it cost me £1, so I think there's probably only going to be about a tenner in that, to be honest. And then another thing I picked up that I shouldn't have done was Pokemon Monopoly. Paid £1 for it, so that's why I picked it up, but there's only about a tenner in it. These were interesting though. Probably thinking, why on earth would you buy monster cans, particularly since they've expired? Well, they're the Lewis Hamilton edition, and they expired last year, but people are actually paying money for these now, believe it or not. Yes, I'll do a video about this soon, because old Monster drinks and Red Bull drinks are becoming collectible. This was the Lego set that I bought for £5 in the end. Thanks to Stacey for hauling it back for me. There's some really good bits in here, really good bits. So I've already made up a few of the kits in here, and I've also made a sale. So I sold one item, one little job lot, for £35, as you can see there. So that's already paid my money back. But I've also managed to make up a few more sets. So this next one, the bus, that's worth about 25 to 20. And some of the other sets are only worth about £8, like the police car, the other car that's coming up now. And also I had a very interesting find. So Lego collectors, look out for these bricks that are called Bayer bricks. And they were basically like a prototype factory tested kits when they was testing the plastic in the late 60s, early 70s. And there's a hell of a lot of them that are out there, because basically people took them home from the factories, and if you can find them, they fetch really decent money. And already just having a look through it today, I found a few of them. So what they look like, I'll be doing a video on it soon, but as you can see, they fetch really decent money. Some of these bricks can go for like £10 to up to £50 alone. So I've always been on the lookout for these bricks. I never thought I would find them, just a complete fluke. But this is where my knowledge and my nerdy side from being a toy collector has really helped me out this weekend. So overall, there's been some absolute fantastic finds, and it's what I need. And I want to say a big thank you to my partner Stacey, because she was absolutely fantastic this weekend. Great support as always. Now, I'm not as big as most other channels, and I'm not as charismatic as most other YouTubers, but please do hit the subscribe and like. And I think because of my autistic nature, I have a really good talent for learning things really fast, and I really want to help spread that knowledge to people. My goal is ultimately to help people like myself that are on the spectrum try and find a job like this as a sideline, and just give them that option available, but also to help anybody that's looking to get out of a full-time job and to find something that is less